You guys are wondering what are the pros and cons of Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3? Well, you have clicked on the right video. And now I've been using this device from a few days now. I purchased this device, so it's owner review, not from the reviewer. And I will be telling you what I have experienced during my testing and using of this device. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to tell you the good things first. The good things are the design itself. It's really compact. I have not experienced that I'm going to lose this device from my hands because it's really truly a one-hand device. As you can see, it fits in my palm nicely. I can wrap my all four fingers and I still can use it. Yeah, so if I want to use it like extended way, I can reach from the top on the bottom, and still my two fingers are wrapping it around, and I have medium to large size hands. So this is something I found good about this device, since I have habit of dropping my device, especially when they are big. Like this is LG V60. Thank you. Look at this device. This is huge, when compared to this device. I cannot use this device, with one hand. I have to lay my fingers, like put my fingers on the bottom of it and then use it. And during that, I can just lose it easily. Same thing with my S21 Ultra. This device is pretty big. Of course, it's more manageable, compared to LG V60, but still, it's pretty big. And I have dropped this one. You see, again, I just dropped it a few times. It's just big, and for some reason, when you're switching, you lose it, but with Galaxy Z Fold 3, I have not encountered any of these, and I really like it. The fingerprint reader is really fast. If you guys are wondering how it is, it's really fast. It's a button, and you have to press it, of course, in order to unlock it. There must be a setting where you can just rest your finger on it and it will unlock for you, but I would rather just press it, so I don't want to unlock it accidentally. It's pretty fast, as you can see, and I wish if it was a little bit more elevated than the volume rocker. As you can see, the volume rocker is actually a little bit elevated than the fingerprint sensor, so very tiny, so you feel it that there's a volume rocker right here, which is a good thing. At least you can differentiate between volume and fingerprint sensor. But I wish if it was a little bit some kind of texture on it. So, but nevertheless, I'm fine with it. It's not like really giving me any hard time. So there's always a way you can adjust volume. You don't have to rely on cell phone only. Another thing is the dual screen coming is pretty handy and nice. And as long as the crease problem, I don't have that issue much. As you can see, right, you can see the crease now, but for the naked eyes, it's different. You don't feel it that much. Let's say right now, I don't see the crease from naked eye at all. If I point towards my eyes directly, if I go to YouTube or somewhere, no, not at all. I just don't feel it that there's a crease here. I just feel this is a tablet. I was watching one of the video last night, and for a reason, I especially in the night, in the dark, you don't feel the crease. It's more visible when there's a reflection of some sort of light, but when there's no light, it's dark environment, the crease becomes less noticeable or almost invisible. So that is something I like it. As far as apps, how they work, they work fine. I have no issues with them. For example, YouTube, when you open the YouTube, one thing I noticed that I open the YouTube, now it's showing a single videos, right? When I go to this, it's still showing single video, as you can see. So that is something keep in mind, that you have to close YouTube first if you just want to use inside this screen. So once you open it, it's gonna open normally, and it will show you more videos there, more suggestions. So that is something you need to keep in mind. If you guys wondering, I don't find any setting regarding that, but other than that, it's working fine. Now the split screen, of course, I have set up a few apps. This is my channel here. This is the Google Chrome on the side. I can use it, no problem, no issues. If you want to use the other way around, there's a way you can use other way around. You can fold it, and that's it. You can use it. So this is it's very handy, you know, if you want to use it this way. You can watch YouTube on the top and just do that, rest on the table somewhere, and that's it, enjoy it, you know. So that is something I found it very a nice option. The cons are, I found one is the camera area. This camera is by no means is the bad camera. It's just, if you compare it with other cameras like iPhone Pro, 12 Pro Max, or Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, the cameras are pro level cameras. And these camera here is like 2-3 years ago, you know, what it used to be on the cell phones. So if you can live with it, I'm okay with it personally. You know, in the daytime it takes a nice pictures, in the nighttime it can be blurry if there's a lot of motion. If you take portrait shot on this one, what I noticed that it becomes blurry, especially when the light conditions are a little bit dim. But if you are taking pictures in the daytime, portrait mode, and everything looks perfectly fine. I can throw some examples here. So these are the things you're gonna keep in mind. What's your purpose of buying this phone? For me, I really needed something, a device which I can fit in my pocket easily, which this serves the purpose, and I can use with one hand. Again, this serves the purpose, but I wanted to eliminate the need in carrying another device with me all the time just for a bigger screen. Now this device serves that purpose also, because it gives me a bigger screen whenever I want to. And that is something, at least in 2021, no other company is doing it in US, you know. Maybe some other part of the world, one couple of companies I have heard, but they fold in a different way. They fold outside, the screen stays outside. That is not a good design, and of course they are not waterproof. So Samsung is doing a really great job when it comes to designing their phone. They designed this phone in the way that it targets the normal users, you know, not just for niche user. You know, of course I want to throw it on the table sometime. You know, maybe I can drop it occasionally, and I want it to survive. And maybe I'm going towards my car from a parking lot and it starts raining. Maybe I got some water on it, some, you know, and I have a device which can survive those little bit of parts of elements, and this device does that. So that's what it is. And battery life is going out pretty good. It's giving, I have actually, I can show you guys that how the battery life is. Give me a second. I have recorded a screen which I'll throw it in a video. So battery life is coming out pretty good. It's coming out almost same as my S21 Ultra, and the reason is because this phone can you can just use a smaller screen instead of a bigger one. So once you're using a smaller screen, the battery consumption is not as much as it would be when using the bigger screen. So that is a plus actually. So when it comes to battery department, it's winning. That was one of my concern when I was purchasing this device, since it has a smaller battery size than the S21 Ultra. 500 milliamp is smaller. This one is 4500 milliamp. I was thinking, I hope this one lasts, but guess what? This thing does last long, and I'll show you some examples are here. So this is the screen recording of the Z Fold 3. It's on open mode now. Now let's go to some settings, and now this is digital well-being. As you can see, the screen on time was 5 hours and 23 minutes. So since I charged it, screen was on from 5 hours 23 minutes. Now let's go to the battery, and battery, what it's showing is 13 hours 3 minutes ago. I took it off from the charger. As you can see, there was a steady line, and then there's a drop because I was watching videos since then, and it's still showing there is 4 hours 20 minutes left. So 13 plus 4 is 17 hours roughly, and out of those 17 hours, screen on time 5.5 actually. And I was playing video game, I was on the Facebook, I was on the YouTube, things like that. So battery life, I'm really happy with it. There's no issue with it, as I was wondering. In fact, so end of the story is, in 2021, this device definitely serves the purpose, and it serves few things which other device cannot. And of course, this is on a high side when it comes to price range. This is one of the most expensive phones. In some part of the world, like for India, it's like $1,85,000 phone, which is a lot of money. In US also, it's about $1,800. In some other part of the world, it could be $2,000 or pounds, things like that. Well, in pounds, it could be cheaper. So, it's definitely on a pricey side, but you really need to ask yourself, you really need it or not. In my case, yes, I needed it. I always carry a couple of devices. And with this device, actually, I feel like I'm carrying only, 2-3 devices at the same time, but I'm carrying only one. And it kills my need of carrying more than one devices, which I'm really liking it. So if you are in the same place where I was when I was purchasing this device, I would just recommend just go ahead and purchase this device. You won't regret at all, except the camera performance. If you are someone who just making out a living out of a phone camera and you don't have any other phone camera, then this device maybe won't serve the purpose. It's good for editing because of the bigger screen, but not for the camera shootings, but for the daily use of cameras, it's perfectly fine. So guys, if you want it, buy it, go ahead, buy it. That's fine. This device gonna serve you good and you're gonna love it. So that was all for today's video, and I will catch you guys with my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.